family. I came on right quick to do my news segment for Monday, September 20th. What's in our news? Well, right now, guys, we just had breaking news as I was coming in. There was a domestic dispute between, I don't know if this was a husband and wife, but it was a man and his woman. And somehow or another, the child ended up dying. So it's still kind of sketchy as to what really went down. I don't know if he was whooping her ass and the child got involved in it. Well, anyway, they end up stabbing this baby. And so I'm sitting up here and I'm like, wow, this is some crazy shit, because I already know and I know where y'all going with it. But let me say this shit here for the record. Let me go on and say that, first of all, my brothers, and I got three of them, they whoop ass for a living. Have whooped ass for a living. So they're not going to roll with, me getting my mop dusted by no nigger. That's not goings down. So let's just throw my scenario up out of this equation. But that's what just happened here. And so the details are sketchy because it's just breaking news or whatever. So it just happened this morning about 11 something they saying. So that's a sad situation. I'm floored. I don't know what to say. But what they showed on the TV though, they showed the father coming out, or who seemed to be her daddy. This motherfucker on a cell phone. I don't understand this shit. They putting him in the ambulance. He cut up too. They put the mama, they were putting her in a police car. They was arresting his ass too, but he also was bleeding. So of course they, gonna get him a little emergency treatment. So they were taking him down. But anyway, either way, his ass is on the cell phone. I don't understand that shit to save my life. That was crazy. The next thing that happened over the weekend is a cab driver got drugged to his death. They drugged this, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, you give a motherfucker a ride, it's time for them to pay, they getting out. So what the fuck you get out for? I don't understand that. Okay, so then therefore, whatever ended up happening, his ass get out of the car and they run his motherfucking ass over. Please go figure, people. I'm trying to figure this motherfucking shit out because, see, it just would have been some boom. I would have been rolling your ass over. I don't understand this to save my life. How in the hell you the driver, but you get out of your car and they end up getting in your car and running your ass over? I don't get it. I don't understand it either. But that happened here. I think that was in Linwood. Then Ricky Lake House, this morning on the news, got burnt up in Malibu. This bitch got insurance, so that ain't shit. That ain't shit to her. She gonna go over there and stay in the Four Seasons or whatever for a little while until her house get rebuilt or whatever have you. But trust and believe, I'm certain she has some insurance. So I don't understand that shit. And they were saying that by the time the fire trucks and all that stuff got there, that her and her two boys were in the driveway and they were just, like, okay, this is what it is. Come on in, water hose, work that out. But her house got burned up in Malibu. Then another thing that they got going on here is a tongue patch. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but it's people. It's this one chick on the news here. She just got hired to do some voiceover work for the like Spanish VMAs or whatever, and so she wanted to lose some weight before the award show. So this doctor here, he's doing tongue patches on people. Now what he do is they sew this mesh patch on your tongue, right on the mid of your tongue, right? And what it does is it's supposed to keep you from eating. It's supposed to, deter you from eating. I don't know. But from what they were saying is she's going to go on a liquid diet for the next. Man, that's some bullshit. I don't understand. That was just like that crazy shit when people was getting their mouth wired and shit. I don't know if they was doing mouth wiring in y'all cities, but there was a time back in the 80s and early 90s, people were getting their jaws and shit wired shut and shit to lose weight. Crazy shit. So now they doing this tongue patch. So I don't know. I guess the verdict is still out. We're going to see if this senorita going to lose a little weight. I don't know, but the shit looked sideways to me when they showed it, and then all on the tongue and shit. It's like, the sutures. I'm just not with it. They won't get my money. Now I'm willing to spend a whole lot of money on looking half-ass decent, but that one I will not do. I'm cool on that one. The next thing that's going on in the news here is Octomom's ass is getting evicted. To her house is getting ready to go through foreclosure. Now, what I don't understand is, okay, the babies are here now, so what can we say? That's old news now. The babies are here, all that shit about why she do it and all that's dumb shit now, because they here, and it's like, okay, now what we gonna do? But what I don't understand is, now you had these newscast people, following your ass for months on end. See, they would have been giving me some big faces, some dead mans, some money, in other words. You got these motherfuckers all up in the house filming your shit from one moment to the next, and you're not getting paid for this shit? I mean, come on. Now, I thought when she first moved in that house, I thought that the house was, that they, was paying for the house or whatever. I think the house was like $400,000 or $500,000. Big, beautiful home. But, and then her daddy was out trying to get some kind of loan or something. I think he had took a loan on the property. Something happened about $100,000 here a couple of years back. Last year. So I don't know what happened with that, but now they trying to put her ass out and put this house up for auction. And it's like, where a bitch gonna go with 14 goddamn kids? First of all, you can't even give no pussy away. When you done had that many motherfucking kids, nigga, please, you can't even give your shit away. Because first of all, any man coming in, they looking at this whole motherfucker package. Shit, you got freight. You feel me? And it's like, who gonna fuck with that? So it's like, where is she gonna go? It's not like, I'm gonna go to mama's house and, what I'm saying, I'm gonna go back there in the back room, or I'm gonna go in the basement or whatever. I'll give you my food stamp. Ain't none of that kind of shit jumping off. You got 14 of these motherfuckers. 14. Where is she gonna go? I'm not getting that shit to save my life. I don't know. But I wish her all the best, because I hate to see anybody outdoors, and it's hot the motherfucker out here too. I just wish her all the best. The next thing is, over the weekend, y'all. Do y'all remember Heaven's Gate? I don't know if y'all remembered it, and it was like these people. I think that was in '96. I think I was pregnant with Booger, but these people had did this mass suicide in this house out here in I think it was out in Orange County. And anyway, they were following behind this one guy that claimed that he was some kind of higher power or whatever, and he had some Jim Jones shit, and he had brainwashed these people that they was going to this kind of something paradise and all this kind of shit. They ended up killing themselves. Well, over the weekend, these people now here, I was like, what nationality is these motherfuckers? These motherfuckers is thrown off. First of all, ain't too many motherfuckers. You got everybody following your ass for what? For what? What we doing? Where we going? What's going on? And then I think it was 8 adults, and don't give me the line, but I think it was 8 adults and 6 children or something like that. And all these motherfuckers getting ready to kill themselves over what? And they talking about, so they ended up finding these people. They were out in some park praying, but they had left their cell phones and some kind of suicide note. We're going to higher power and all. All this kind of crazy shit. But nonetheless, they did catch these people before they ended up going head on and checking out. But the bitch that they was following, they locked this bitch up, got her on a 5150, psyche valve, all that kind of shit. These people done signed over their houses, done gave her all their shit, and they just was like, fuck it. I ain't got nothing to live for, man, no shit. Fuck it. What was that? So, I didn't get that. This morning, Paris Hilton's ass goes to court. Now, mind you now, this bitch done got caught with so much motherfucking cocaine. I don't understand. It seems like every year they catching this bitch with some cocaine, some weed, some something. Some sticks, some motherfucking needles. All the time. So, it's like she ended up getting 1 year probation, a $2,000 fine, and some fucking community service. Are you serious? Here, T.I. and them still trying to figure out what the fuck we gonna do. But this bitch right here, no jail time whatsoever. None. None. Okay? Now, they did ban her from the win, but shit, she be like, well, we gonna go party at my daddy and them spot. Fuck the win. Let's go to the Hilton. You know what I mean? So it's like, what's going on? Now, this other bitch, she done tested dirty the other day, so now this bitch is getting ready to go back to jail. But now, Lindsay Lohan. So now they talking about the judge gonna go ahead on and give her 30 days straight. I don't understand the justice system, And just like with my brother, y'all, I mean, I was, being funny about this shit because this shit is funny and Ragley is a motherfucker. My brother is a career felon. My brother is one of them old throwback motherfucking gangsters from the 70s. Okay? Now, my brother, and even though we had both parents in the house and all that kind of shit, but you can only do so much. And once your kid turn 18 years old and they on their own, hey, all that shit you was telling them about, say your prayers and grace and all that, God is grace and all that shit is out the door. All that shit is out the window because now they grown, they smell themselves, they done got into a little pussy, done start smoking a little weed. They on their own shit. So my brother, he just, life of crime. And then he started running with the wrong crowd and Tookie Williams and all of them, Monster Cody and all these old school ass Compton Crips. And here my brother is now, I think he about 11 years older than me or something like that. So if I'm 39, this nigga what? Nigga, you have 100. And you out here still fucking gangbanging? Are you serious? That's why I'm saying, my brother and them done kicked the ass for a living. You know what I mean? It ain't shit to them. Now, my oldest brother, shit, that motherfucker attempted murder. That motherfucker put some nails in a 2x4 or something and whooped somebody's ass with it, tore their ass up. That motherfucker went down for about 7 or 8 year bid for that. We ain't even talking about he shooting up motherfuckers. I mean, I got some crazy motherfucking brothers, like seriously, that they ain't got no problem with going head on and breaking you off, And then, like I was telling you guys on the last video, how my brother, he gonna rob these motherfuckers in the drive-thru, and these motherfuckers made all this grub, all that shit, and then he still ended up robbing them motherfuckers and got away. I don't understand that. Now, this last time, that motherfucker did a high-speed chase all on the news. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So now I go back to Paris Hilton. Fuck with my family, because my family name is throwed off. So we ain't even talking about them. We talking about these other motherfuckers in the news. But here this bitch is walking. I don't understand that. But yet T.I. and them, they sitting up trying to figure out, okay, who, you say it's yours. That kind of shit. But see, I know a lot of people were saying, that she should go ahead on and take the rap for him. Even though he done violated parole, probation, or whatever, more likely it's parole. But, so he's already violated. So violation, I know here in California, you violate, that's an automatic year. So, hell, I don't know. But it seemed like to me, this is the motherfucking breadwinner, and you ain't got, you know what I'm saying, you ain't done no, what I need from you is understanding, and none of that shit in years. So guess what? All that shit right there was mine. Yep, I was drinking out of that cup and that one too. And yep, I had the weed and the ecstasy and all that shit. I had all that. You know what I mean? That's some ride or die bitch shit. Because you already know that this motherfucker is taking care of you and all these goddamn kids and all the ones he got to, and mama and daddy and your mama and them, and everybody posting up on this, you know what I'm saying, rubber band man shit. Hell yeah. Your Honor, all that, yep, all that right there was mine. All of that. I get fucked up all the time. I started at 6:30 in the morning getting fucked up. All that's mine, Your Honor. I mean, might sound crazy, might sound stupid, but hell, when this motherfucker is making the kind of money that he making, and he taking care of your mama and everybody, and ain't no telling Ray Ray and, Auntie Bev and all them, ain't no telling. Shit, bitch, you better go ahead on and handle that. Like, seriously.